Hey there, Jen just said something about the merchants talking about school week this week. Many communities are off, and one of the merchants spoke today as part of a Zoom with the governor and the commissioner of the Department of Revenue Services, and she said the fact that kids are off should help foot traffic and sales. The governor termed the last couple of years as complicated, talking about COVID and coming out of that and still facing supply chain issues, inflation, and the situation in Ukraine.
So we wanted to do everything we can to make sure our retailers or our malls are stay on their feet.
Unlike during the August sales tax-free week, sales of certain items of clothing and footwear primarily designed for athletic activity or protective use are not subject to sales tax this week if they're under $100.
Any item that's related that you wear, spikes, shoes, running shoes, as mentioned earlier, as well as uniforms, things like that are tax-free.
Anytime we see any type of a sales tax holiday, even if the sales tax exemption doesn't apply to the product that is being purchased, we always see an uptick in business.
And at the Connecticut Post Mall, management says there's been a noticeable increase in foot traffic over what a typical Monday would be.
We typically see about a 20 to 25% uptick in traffic every year for the tax-free week in August. So we're grateful to have this week.
So what sort of a bill is the state footing for this tax-free week?
It costs us about $4 million per week to do this. I expect maybe a little bit higher. I think there's a little more demand out there right now.
I want to make sure we stay within our budget parameters. We have a good, honestly balanced budget going forward. There's a tendency to fly too close to the sun and lead to deficits in the out years. I can tell you Mark Boughton's not going to let that happen.
Yeah, and Commissioner Boughton also added that the revenue lost could creep up to $4.1 or $4.2 million in sales taxes for this week. We're live here in New Haven. I'm Tony Terzi, Fox 61 News.